Let me see if this is... It's telling me it's not working to Twitter, so let me see if I can fix something. Well, it looks like it's working. Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and begin. We'll try and fix, I guess, the Twitter end of it later. Chris, if you're watching, it just said that it wouldn't connect to Twitter. No idea. I've never seen that before. But anyway, welcome to the Land Grant Gauntlets Periscope. This is the third edition, and today we were just going to talk about a few things, and we're going to start off with the new layout. Chris was kind enough to take some time out of his last few days to revamp the site, make it look brand new, and I personally love it. It's much easier to navigate through the site. It looks cleaner, looks a little more professional. Good job, Chris. Like it, but okay, let's switch it on, and bam, here we go. Bring this thing closer. All right. Well, today we've had a few, I don't know what that was. Next time I need to turn off my notifications. Let's see. Today, West Virginia announced that Will Grier, former Florida Gators quarterback, is transferring to the school. Personally, I think it's a great pickup. Grier, prior to his suspension, at Florida last year in October, was actually one of the better quarterbacks in the SEC. He playing in only 6 games, he threw for 10 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And I mean, say what you want about SEC or whatever, but everyone knows that they do play defense. And anytime you can have a 10-3 touchdown to interception ratio in that conference, you can sling the ball around. Obviously, he'll have to sit out this coming season. So hopefully, if Holgerson is able to stick it out one more year, he will have a seasoned, veteran, talented quarterback in Grier to lead the Mountaineers into the rest of the season for 2017. Also, if you haven't heard, Gerard Hurd at Texas was he's going to be out for the rest of the spring due to a shoulder sprain injury. You never want to see a kid go down, a quarterback especially. But if it's going to happen and it's a relatively minor injury, it needs to be in the spring. Tyrone Swoops will probably get the majority of the reps going forward in the spring. But keep an eye out on true freshman quarterback Kyle Oxley. He's a 6'4" dual threat quarterback out of Baltimore, I believe. He wasn't too highly a recruited player, but I remember Longhorn Chatter on Twitter, Texas was able to flip him from Florida State, and his father actually is the offensive coordinator at Maryland. When he did decide to flip from Florida State to Texas, Longhorn fans went pretty crazy and thought that this might be a very good sleeper addition to their quarterback depth chart. And again, you don't want to see someone go down like Hurd. But considering that Texas the last few years has had somewhat of a penchant to just throw out a quarterback here and a quarterback there, and at times it's successful. I mean, they were able to beat Oklahoma and Baylor just by whoever was hot go out there, and it worked. But this obviously you're not going to probably see Loxley in any significant playing time. But moving forward, he will have a lot of time under his belt through the spring with the injury to Hurd. But that was that for Texas. I did have a few questions posed earlier when I announced I was going to do Periscope video today. Some of them were funny, some of them were serious, and there was one football question. The first one I'll read. It's from Patrick Dobry, and you can follow him at pdobry12. He asked me, Brady, why does Metallica suck? I don't know. I don't know why, but that's your opinion, and go ahead and have it. Derek Morton And you can follow him at MortonLB53, all capitalized. I don't know why, it's just his thing. He asks, how can Micaiah Quick, he's a wide receiver at OU, how can Micaiah Quick become more of a contributor going forward this season? The main thing with Micaiah is he needs to remain consistent and do the things that, and he needs to do the things in order to stay on the field for an undersized receiver, and that's going to include blocking, going 100% every play, not taking plays off, catching the ball. My biggest takeaway with Micaiah in the last 2 years, his freshman year, he came on midway through the year. 2 years ago when Sterling Shepard was injured, he somewhat stepped up, but the offense in 2014 for the Sooners was just abysmal. It was somewhat of a wasted year for him. Last year, he was here and there. He wasn't very consistent in terms of actually seeing him on the field. My biggest memory of him, though, is during the Orange Bowl, and when it was a one-score game or a 10-point game late in the third, OU was faced with a 3rd and 1, and they went to a quick out right to Quick, and yeah, I'm sorry. This is a little hard holding it with one hand or two hands. I meant to go to the store to try and find a stand for just periscoping. Didn't have time to after work today. I have some other duties with with a Thunder website for the game tonight. So hopefully by next time the phone won't be shaking as much. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, anyway, they threw a quick out on 3rd and 1 to Quick straight to the sideline, and he had the ability to possibly reach for the first down, but instead he tried to stop his feet and tried to cut inside, and the Clemson defender was able to tackle him, and then OU had to go for it on 4th and 1, and then they were stopped, and the game just snowballed from there. So the main thing with Quick is just remain consistent and make the smart play when you just need 1 yard. Don't try to make it into a 30-yard gain. You're not Sterling Shepard yet. He has the ability to be, but at this point, just do the things necessary to stay on the field, Micaiah, and you'll do great. Thank you, Derek, for that question. Anyway, this Saturday is the OU spring game, and I'm not sure if there are any other spring games this weekend as well. I was going to actually check on that tomorrow and possibly write a few spring outlook articles for a few other teams. But throughout the day on Saturday, I'll be periscoping around Memorial Stadium in Norman, just to show everybody that, maybe not, that doesn't live in Norman or is even an OU fan, if you'd like to see just kind of what a minor game day atmosphere is like here, just check out the Periscope account throughout the day, or the Twitter account. The stadium on the south end is being revamped and closed in, actually, so it's going to be a perfect bowl stadium. Let's not talk about politics. That's for a different website, I'm sure. But the stadium's getting bowled in. It's not complete yet. It should be done by the first home game, which is against ULM, I believe. But I'll periscope that so you all can see it. I'll periscope throughout the game, kind of talk about what I've seen. If I'm able to run into any former OU great football players, I'll try and get them on. I seem to run into them every spring game, and they're real easy to talk to. So hopefully that can happen. But other than that, just a lot of fun stuff for this week. Spring is winding down, sadly, and then we have baseball season. So for all you baseball fans out there, I'm sure you're happy. For the rest of us, we just have spring football, the NBA postseason, and then summer break. And then we will hopefully return with some fun Big 12 football in the fall. But until then, it's still going to be a lot of fun on the website. my computer went to sleep, so it got a little dark. We're going to have a lot of fun on the website, putting out some content, hopefully every day, ranging from, again, analytical predictions and just off-the-wall fun topics that pop in our head just to, help you guys have a lot more fun. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for joining me, and be sure to follow me at Brady Does Sports, the Land Grant Gauntlet, or the head hoss at the Land Grant Gauntlet, Chris Ross. Follow us, follow all the other amazing writers, great people. More Obama stuff. There's a lot of Obama fans out there. Okay. Well, everybody have a good night. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.